Hi, friends. As you can see, my hair is still wet. I was just having a very relaxing Zen bath. And I don't know, there was just this overwhelming urge to jump out and jump on the camera today. So enjoy. Not sure what's coming through. But I've spent the morning on YouTube looking at different interpretations of the Year of the Dragon. And since about 2019, 2020, I've been looking into sort of more Eastern philosophies and Eastern interpretations of zodiac and astrology and other such things. And the that I think it's called the Taoist um, charts or the Taoist astrology. I don't know how to call it properly, but like for example, moving into the year of the dragon or the wood dragon with the different elements. Again, I would never claim to be some kind of expert, but I certainly find a lot of interesting parallels with the journey that I've been on, perhaps more spiritually. So in 2019 or 2020, actually, in the summer of 2020, I was in Hanoi, Vietnam, and I was sat in the bathroom. I wasn't doing anything particularly. I think I was actually smoking a joint outside of the window. Make of that what you will. And I looked at my left hand down, and there was a snake appeared. Now, I was born in the year of the pig, 95, and the opposite sign on the zodiac of the pig is the snake. And so, as that year progressed, I decided I was going to get a snake tattoo, and it has a beautiful yin yang effect. It's got little white roses that I would like to get touched up actually, and beautiful black galaxy like space. So for me, it was really a representation of the yin yang. Now, I've only just pieced together the idea that the opposite of the wheel itself of the different animals, the different years, actually is like your conflicting energy. It's like your the yin to your yang, theoretically, your opposite. And I'm realizing so many parallels now about how I've been led towards this year of the dragon and this balancing within myself of the energies of where I was born and kind of the polar opposite, according to Eastern philosophy, right? According to Eastern tradition. And something that I'm really interested in at the moment is understanding more about I think it's the day. The day is also a very important aspect of self as seen by, I think it's specifically Chinese horoscope. And mine is the white snake, the metal white snake. And to me, that's just endlessly fascinating. And there are so many things that I'd like to explore deeper about this area of the world because there, for me, has been so much magic that's happened since I touched foot on Asian soil. And not that there wasn't magic before and that there wasn't magic after, but there is something really, really special and unique about that part of the world. And I had my interview for a company in China teaching English yesterday. Actually, it's teaching kindergarten, it's not even just English. And I'm really feeling into the prospect of having my business, having a YouTube channel, and teaching 5 days a week. Because I am someone who is actually quite busy as a person. I love to be busy. I find myself very peaceful when I have a lot of things to do. Even I don't tend to stress too much anymore about that kind of have to do, have to do, have to do. I tend to stay quite grounded and centered and peaceful in everything I'm doing. If I'm reaching my limit of something, I tend to say, no, I'm sorry, I'm at capacity right now. So I feel like this is definitely going to be a challenge of all the things I've been cultivating. Am I going to accept this position? I haven't even been offered it yet, but I feel like I'm going to get it. It's basically not even an interview. It's just like do you want to come? Which is my kind of job, to be honest. Anyway, I guess my point of this video is to be open to the way of other ways, right? The things that might kind of call us from the background. It might not even be anything to do with the Lunar New Year for you personally, but Is there a philosophy or a way of life, an element, an archetype that you're wanting to kind of transform yourself through the tool of using and working with that energy? And I think it's very clear by now to many of us, especially if you're attracted to my channel in any way, is that we are innately the stories we tell. We are innately connected to that which will serve us for the highest good of all, and so it is. And when we really keep tuning in and tapping into the truth in all senses, in all alignments, for example, there's an aspect of me that says, this is a terrible idea. Focus on your business. Do this, do this, do this. You know, just get a job at a supermarket or volunteer at a school here or, you know, do something like that. And whilst I'm not closing myself off in this exact moment to alternate routes, I am really feeling into my own unique process. And as a reflector in human design, what that necessarily means about my waiting a cycle, how am I uniquely relating to that? I have waited the cycle since the idea came to me, and it came into a head yesterday, and it was exactly a month, or exactly the moon cycle, I should say the 28-day cycle. And yeah, each of us have this innate connection to how the universe speaks to us. And if actually we're very firm and clear and aligned in how we choose to see the world and the signs that we're receiving, we can really navigate with a lot clearer vision. So my invitation to me and to anyone who wants to join me to dive a little deeper is for us to take note of the signs that come to us often and maybe journal a little on this, right? Like, what are we making that mean? I was speaking with a friend last week when we went on a beautiful walk together, and I was talking about blue bottle tops and what might that mean for him? What might that mean for me? I've been seeing blue bottle tops absolutely everywhere. Now, I know that we litter a little bit too much in this world. I say we collectively, not me personally, but it's never struck me that I could see so many blue bottle tops, especially when there's so many other colors like black and white and red and yellow, and you know, I never would have thought. But anyway, once you're given the awareness and you give the awareness, you receive the signs. It's just like the universe waiting to see what we're going to pick up on ourselves, unfolding into more of ourselves, unfolding reflections. It's what I'm all about. It's what I'm all about, folks. So, yeah. Is there anything else I want to tune into today? I feel like it's been just a bit of an excitement rampage, which is always fun. Yeah, I think there's also something coming up for me about the idea of brand and like what is a brand to me as a unique individual, because I've done so much almost like studying of other people and what's really worked for them and who they are. And I mean, some incredible pieces of wisdomous insight have come from that. There's also like a really deep desire in me to find this little weird path of mine in a quite unique way to me as a person. And I really want to give as much as I can to my community. I really want to over stimulate my excitement for giving and being of service, because that really is what lights me up. It really is what gives me that fire in my belly and in my heart. So it's about how can I nurture myself to the point where I actually can give to my community without needing or expecting or wanting or desiring to be able to receive the money, to be able to receive the abundance or even the appreciation from some people, you know, because that's a really big thing that I'm overcoming in this moment is like sometimes when you pour your heart and your soul into someone, A, they haven't paid you, or B, they haven't paid you much, and then they don't appreciate you when you've done that, or they kind of bypass anything that you've done and take full credit for it, which, you know, in many ways is their journey. And I do recognize that we are all in our unique journey. Certain people might be given the insight, but they implement it themselves. But I suppose I'm really referring to how I show up in the world, which is loving giving credit to the people who have helped me along the way and learning to appreciate them deeper, whatever that looks like for me, whatever that looks like for them. I'm wanting to serve in a way that feels good for me also. Like this is a really important aspect to me now. I want to create a good steady basis for the family I will be creating along with a co-creator. And I want to set myself up for ease and flow and love and travel and excitement and abundance in the best way I possibly can, right? Regardless of what the outer world and the collective mission might appear to be in that moment. I only get one life with this beautiful body. I want to make the most of her. So my service has to stem from my uniqueness first and foremost, as it should for everyone, I feel. Yeah, really looking forward to seeing how I integrate over the year of the dragon. And lucky duckies, you get to follow along. And please let me know, let me know in the comments if you're excited, what kind of things you are really coming into in your reality, what awarenesses, perhaps from other cultures or just different lifetimes, whatever's coming to you in this moment. I would love to hear it, read it, feel it. So that being said, all unfold in the perfect way. Have a blessed and brilliant day. I'm going to go take my excitement onto the yoga mat. Love you so much. Ciao, ciao.